NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Johnson's got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wilson will throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here, because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And running with power here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alton Robinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Wilson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left.
And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown! That's caught. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 0. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On first down, Barry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
First down, Seattle.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Johnson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Carr.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing his car on third down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Vegas. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He was brought down by Blasson Austin.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
114 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Carr now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Bryan Edwards.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Less than a yard.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
57, Mike, 57.
On first down, Carr. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Past the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights through, and now a crease. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
On first down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And able to work his way down to the 16.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch me.
Carr gonna throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
throw. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Berry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's taken in by Duvernay. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Berry. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Who that? Who that?
Now Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
I got you. Mike 27, Mike 734. Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
93. 57's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. 57's the mic, watch 57. Watch the pass.
Now Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Down. 185. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shift, shift.
To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Alton Robinson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Seibert able to knock this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Flushed out right.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Barry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action now. Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, I Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second down and goal. Wilson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw his car. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Carr to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Again, it's Johnson. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.